All right, welcome back, watchers and listeners. You are now tuned into the new favorite three. This is the Triple S Show, the Steel Shop and Steel Show podcast. Please allow us to introduce ourselves.
It's the honest Mr. Thomas. Y'all ready? I'm always.
Kenneth Fly Holmes, food for thought entertainment. Everybody love everybody.
And it's your boy Big Banks in the building. Y'all know how we do. Let's get this thing cracking, Mr. Thomas. Let's roll on into these good hot topics, man. Let's get engaged.
Indeed. First off, y'all good? Everybody good? I know it's been a couple minutes since it's just been the three of us. We've been popping, so everybody lovely.
Yeah, man. All good, fella. All good.
Indeed. One love. But dig it, man. Shout out to the homeboy Ty Tarantino, man, aka Omar Oskino. Y'all know who it is. Cream Coat Clothing. 843.
What's that, homie?
That's the boy. Yeah, good dude, man. But while I'm speaking on the homie, we was kind of going back and forth the other day on social media, man, about a particular topic. And I just want to set the record straight. Ty, I hope you watching and listening. Little Bow Wow is not a legend, Ty. Not at all.
I laughed at that post. I laughed at that shit too, man.
By any metric. He's not.
Yeah, man. I think
you know what I'm saying? I give you like I told my brother, I give you could consider him a trailblazer as far as child artists and child rappers. He's definitely, he's a trailblazer. He gets his roses for that. But he ain't no legend, dog.
Yeah, and I think, and since we on there, let's just be real with it. You get a lot of people that got this misconception of what legendary is, man. You see everybody throwing the title out there because somebody, you know, a lot of people do some great things, but when you speak legends, man, you got to think of like iconic beings and, you know, real staples. But, you know, people throw that word around, legendary, just like they throw the word love around, man. And that shit it's a little sickening at times.
Like they throw the word goat around. All of them. There's a lot of extremities that get put out there. Yeah.
Yep.
So we have
Bow ain't that. I will say this, though. I mean, we represent an older generation as well to that. Like, I mean, I remember when Bow came out. I mean, we ain't much older than Bow. I remember when Snoop brought him out and had him on Arsenio Hall and all that good, you know? So, like I said, I definitely applaud, you know, the come up, but
a lot of accomplishments.
Like, that legend tag is a little extreme.
Yeah. Since we since we here with it, man, for y'all guys' opinions or what are your take or your perspective on what a legend is? Like, what do you consider for somebody to be considered legendary or a legend, man? What you know, let's get some insight on that shit, man.
My criteria differs because like just like going back to me and Ty's conversation, like it was his a lot of his argument was based on accolades and things like that. And like, I mean, I know we can all speak to that as far as music and in movies and stuff. Like the movies that win the Oscar ain't necessarily our favorite movies, or like same thing with rap. Like just because it's selling don't mean it's popping. Like, what are you really listening to? Like, who's riding around right now, Bumper Bow?
Right.
Right.
You know, forget the sales or whatever. Like, who's really, like, you know what I'm saying? When you think about those artists that you still listen to their old album, which old Bow Wow album you bumping?
Right. Yeah, because like I said, you know,
that's legend. That's legendary.
Yeah, I look at what's like, for me, it's like what lasts forever, what's gonna last forever, and And I honestly will not be playing Bow Wow's music forever. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I would probably watch a film with Bow Wow in it. You know what I'm saying? Like House Party. Was that House Party? Was that House Party?
Bow Wow little ass wasn't even damn near born at House Party.
You sure? What
he was, you talking about Kid and Play House Party? Like that's way back.
Nah, that wasn't a House Party movie. See,
he wasn't around.
No,
I like Lottery Ticket. And he was in Johnson Family Reunion, but that's Said's movie. He was just in it. They could have cast anybody to be Said's son in that movie. It was gonna be a good movie.
Anybody could have. The same nigga that co-starred with him in Lottery Ticket could have played that part.
Yeah, Brandon Jackson or something like that.
Yeah, he could have played that part in.
So that was Said's movie. So I can't even say Johnson's Family, but Lottery Ticket he starred. I'll give him that. That was a pretty good movie. You know,
like Mike he was a star, even though that like I said, I'm gonna keep it a brick.
That's something you watch with your kids or whatever, but it's like Mike in your top.
because of our age group.
Yeah.
But I got a younger sister that when Bow was doing his thing, you couldn't tell. She used to get mad at us when we used to make fun of her and talk about Bow Wow and all that shit. Cause we was of an older demographic. I wasn't listening to Bow Wow when he first came out. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I was saying in reference to Ty, like, you know, he's a little younger than me, so like maybe it's a generational thing. Maybe more people, you know, from that age group would probably consider him. But
view him different. They view him more like they would probably think he's a legend. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. We just missed that. We was already older by the time he hit and
had a different ear, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna tell me you grew up listening to Nas, Scarface, and Tupac, Big, and shit.
Yeah, and
like
then
that.
you got Bow Wow in your top 5.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen, bro. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What was that movie a long time ago with them? What was that? The Immature guys was in it with
That was House Party. That was House Party 3.
So
they was in a lot. Yeah.
Bow wasn't in that shit.
That was Immature. No, that was Marcus Houston and them dudes, man.
Yeah.
I just remember a movie Bow Wow was in when he was real little, man, from a long time ago. It was like
I'm sure he was in a movie when he was younger, but it wasn't a House Party.
Right.
He was in All About the Benjamins with Cube and Epps.
Mm-hmm.
He was young then with the little braids and shit, with the little beads and the braids and all that type of shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking real young. I'm gonna find it because my memory served me right. Unless it ain't one of them Mandela effect shits I'm going through right now.
Yeah, that's a Mandela effect, bro. Because he was in the Snoop Dogg Gin and Juice video when he was young. He was one of the little children playing on the couch and shit. Other than that, bro, I mean,
that could have been.
And that's him on
that was from the Chronic
that's
album
him who speaks on Snoop's album on
That was on Snoop album.
Was that the Shiznit? What song was that? At the beginning when this little boy they was in school. That's Bow Wow talking then.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Damn sure is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's Bow. So I mean, yeah, he's
got. The boy got crazy accolades now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got accolades, and I mean, I ain't trying to shit on him, but like we can't be putting these tags on people like that, man.
Nah. Yeah. And like I say, I'm not here to say who can or who can't. I'm just saying, if you having a conversation with me, obviously, if you having a conversation with Mr. Thomas, bro, don't even bring up Bow Wow, fam. You know what I'm saying? That we just on a
big dog. Yeah.
I mean, but you can't take nothing from the boy. Done sold 10 million plus records too. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like I said,
like
a lot of people done sold albums who ain't really been in mic, like, you know.
Right.
Vanilla Ice.
I don't want to call no names. Yeah,
definitely not a
Ice,
legend.
Shit, like
the story legendary. You know, hanging over the building and shit. You know that's.
There's guys who selling out now who I don't rock with.
Right.
Or some rap shit.
Facts.
Y'all know what time it is with me.
Facts.
Yeah.
It ain't never about the numbers. Yeah. It's about what you really bumping, or what you bumping years later, 5 years later, 10 years later.
But, all right, let's do this then. Let me play devil's advocate. Let me play devil's advocate, bro. Because so what if a motherfucker doing them stupid numbers, right? Okay, like motherfuckers like us might look at that dude like, bro, my man's a clown, this, that, and the third, or whatever. Not saying Bow Wow clown or whoever the fuck. I'm just saying for instance. And then but the people who are part of that stupid number that made that boy sell that way, they probably do feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, dog, legendary. You feel what I'm saying? Right, that's why I say
he got them paid.
Yeah, I
feel the same way.
I guess that's an opinion. I guess that's in a sense as
I mean, I'm sure Jermaine Dupri probably thinks Bow Wow's a legend, but I mean that's basically his byproduct. So.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah, because man, it's to each his own. I guess everybody gonna entitled, but as far as legendary, because when I think legendary, I think of people who people you really gonna remember for doing some shit, like
they gonna remember Bow Wow. It's a group of motherfuckers. Yeah,
he's gonna be. Even us. Because we all
remember too.
The game, so even child artists, you gonna remember Bow Wow.
Yeah.
You know, like I was more like I said, we're a little older, so I was more crisscross type shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as
and I don't consider them
kids,
legends.
Them was the first kids who was. I kind of do.
You just said it. That's what I kind of do too. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. We kind of like it's based on your opinion. Yeah. Because the same way how motherfuckers might feel about Chris Cross is the same way how some of these motherfuckers feel about Bow Wow.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Well, yeah, I guess it's all opinion. I guess to each his own. I mean, you know,
opinion based.
But legendary, you know, we gotta watch how we gotta watch how we use that word, because you can't give everybody that title. That's absolute truth, man. Let's just, you know, let's just keep the shit 100, because everybody and everything ain't legendary, man, and it shouldn't be considered that, you know. So, you know, we gotta take a step back and motherfuckers and, you know, think of what the fuck we consider legendary. Yeah, you know, somebody, you know, in the hip hop world or in the business since he's been a baby to now, still making money, still doing tours, still, you know, selling out arenas and shit. Yeah, that's good. That, you know, that says a lot. That speaks volumes, but that doesn't make you legendary. That don't make you no Michael Jackson.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That don't make you an Elvis Presley.
Disagree, man. I kind of feel like that do make that nigga legendary. Just to be real,
nigga, that ain't my cup. Elvis Presley.
I'm just saying, bro.
Who said Elvis Presley? Who said Elvis Presley?
I'm not saying he's legendary in my book, but I'm just saying, bro.
Like that boy Killmonger. Like that boy Killmonger said, "Is this your king?"
Right. I guess.
But
I guess that go back. I guess that go back to what we're saying. It's a group of motherfuckers that consider a motherfucker legendary. So I guess that is up to your opinion. Everybody's opinion. I guess it's based on how everybody feel about that particular individual. I mean, you know.
We could break that shit down to the whole LeBron James versus Michael Jordan conversation.
Yeah.
It's cats out here who you can't tell them that LeBron James ain't better than Michael Jordan. And then you got cats like us who you can't, I ain't gonna say us, but it's cats that's older that seen Michael Jordan play in reality, and you can't tell them that Michael Jordan ain't the baddest motherfucker alive.
The difference between that is why we speaking of words though. Unless they just a definitive hater of either, anybody will still they gonna say that both of them are legendary. Whether you want to say this one's better or that one's better or whatever the case may be, these are legends we speaking of.
Right.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
Niggas still talk about Jordan's game from 25, 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And even hated or love it, people gonna talk about LeBron for the next 30 years. Even if they're hating, but they still talking about him. Because they could be talking about anybody else who played in his era. Feel what I'm saying? So that's legendary.
That's a fact.
We ain't talking about Bow. We ain't talking about, damn, man, remember when Bow dropped bounce for me? You know what I'm saying? Remember, where was you? Like, ain't nobody.
We not, but a 30-year-old motherfucker might be.
Yeah, but it was hard. It was harder shit than for that demographic, for that age group.
Them niggas probably wasn't on it. If them boys was like 13, 14, whatever, that might have been what they was on at that time. We just wasn't on it, you know what I'm saying? Because a nigga done heard Nas, a nigga, but then you got a nigga. I'm gonna tell you something. A nigga right now, just say for instance, it's somebody out here in the world that Juice WRLD is their favorite rapper ever. Period. That nigga is probably not listening to Nas. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? That nigga probably don't give a fuck about what Scarface did on Ghetto Boys or what he did over here. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Probably don't even really too much know who Tupac is outside of a movie or a documentary or something.
Yeah, correct. I mean, then we look at it just say you said Tupac, right? You get a lot of young kids now who you know, they fans of a lot of the young entertainers and a lot of the young artists now. And and just like they say, they don't give a fuck about Tupac. If you mention Tupac, you mention Tupac to one of the people folks of the younger generation, they gonna say fucking who? You know, because it's not.
It would have had to be raised around it, like they uncles, they father. You know what I'm saying? People already putting them on, so they really like it because of their people.
Right. So you get somebody in their early 20s right now. Tupac is not a legend considered to them. You know what I'm saying? So
they really don't even know who that nigga is.
Right.
You know
I guess I'm more like how like what Fly just said, man. I guess I'm more just like what you just said, Fly, like people around you, because like I find older artists that were before my time, before I was born, that I find like like musically, I don't think nobody could touch Stevie Wonder, and I wasn't around when he started his career. You know what I'm saying? But like, I was hearing the music as a youngin', so I guess them dudes from that era wasn't hearing nothing, you know, prior to their era. You know, we always grew up around older records and. You know?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And tell me if I'm correct in this thing right here that I'm about to see. We also grew up in an era where we had to go outside. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't depend on internet, Google, and no shit like that. We had to go outside. So you kind of had to see like these motherfucking devices and shit like that, man, and the internet. Sometimes, I feel like if you grew up in it, it can tell you if you ain't careful, it can kind of tell you who you supposed to be, what you supposed to like, all this type of shit, what's trending, what's not, all that type of shit.
Yeah,
it's the algorithm.
We had to go outside, like the algorithm, but we had to go outside. You had to kind of learn yourself and kind of figure out what you like you talking about, like Stevie Wonder.
William Force.
You had to figure that out. Like what I like.
As a matter of fact, did y'all see? I put a post up today. I put a little, it's just a statement, wasn't a status, or just a general statement. I was thinking, I was like, we all like we meet people every day, right? You see people, you meet new people every day. But when's the last time you actually met an individual? Meaning, you know what I'm saying? When do you meet somebody that's actually just unique to themselves? You know how hard it is to come by somebody that's actually unique to themselves right now in this day and age, because everybody kind of mimicking what they seeing, what they hearing. Motherfuckers even it's starting to be a thing where there's no different like dialogue or dialect or
slang. Or slang. I was saying that. I've been saying that for years now. Like, it used to be back in the days. Like, it used to be like the dudes in Chicago had different lingo than the guys in Milwaukee, who had a different lingo than the guys in Detroit, Los Angeles, Miami. But now everybody say the same shit.
Say the same shit, the same phrases, the same.
Everybody lingo, is bruh, everything no cap, everything like everybody got the exact same
lingo, bro. The exact same lingo.
That's that follower syndrome. Like I said, it's the algorithm. Everybody just tapped it. Like, and that's why something telling you how to think.
Mm-hmm. And that's why
like I said before, like you gotta learn, and as opposed to be taught. You gotta learn. Like you gotta seek the knowledge and get the shit yourself. Like, you can't just let somebody tell you something.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know,
for real. And that's why that's
what's going on.
And that's kind of why that post relevant to what we're talking about, because you don't see you see some man, you could tell what somebody was from by how they spoke, or they tongue or whatever, they slang. Now you really have to ask them everybody where they from. You can't decipher
even in the music
that shit now. Right.
Even in the music, you hear a song, you be like, oh, he from the A. Just not even knowing know his name. You hear a couple of like, oh, he's from New York. Like, it's dudes from up top that sound like they from down bottom. And vice versa.
For real.
West Coast, Midwest, whoever. Like, everybody just rap the same too.
Right.
But I guess when you talk the same, you go. The originality is leaving everything.
Yeah, look at if you look at
the program.
Look at TikTok videos or any reels and shit now, and these funny TikToks and everything. And I know a lot of people do. They regenerate the same TikTok over and over. But if you look at the TikToks, how people talk, the comedians now, everybody kind of sounding the same with the high pitched voice and the everything.
Whatever catching. Trending.
Yeah, whatever's trending, let everybody go ahead and run that wave and shit like that. And but that's kind of why I made that post, man, because I meet a lot of people, but I have, man, it's been a while since I met an actual individual be like, yeah, bro, that's a unique motherfucker.
Like genuine. Like
man. It's kind of hard.
It's like bro say earlier, because motherfuckers don't really know who they are. It's more like the algorithm.
You're just being programmed, This is what you're gonna do today. It's not it's no wake up and what do I want to do today? I wake up and then
like motherfucker.
Okay, that's what I do today.
I ain't nobody that talk like this or whatever like that. But I'm just saying, even like that no cap shit. Okay,
yeah, that's everybody. That's universal.
Everybody shit now. But it was a time. I guess what bro was touching on, it was a time to where you would have went to a certain place just on the humble because you got family there, whatever the case, whatever the fuck you were there.
Vacationing, whatever, family reunion, whatever.
And you hear these niggas saying no cap, you be like, damn, what the fuck that mean? What is it? You know what I'm saying? Because it would have been
just
particular to a
that
certain area.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or at least to a region, like they do this in the Gulf, like
Right.
Mississippi, Louisiana, whatever. But it's like everybody do everything the exact same.
Yeah, right now that shit is.
I tell you one thing that it might be a couple more examples. I'm just saying what I be peeping though. The one thing that I noticed that is particular to a certain area still, and you don't find it nowhere else, is how them niggas be getting their haircut in Dallas.
Oh yeah, with the
shit in the back.
The yellow beezy,
the only niggas
yellow
that do
beezy,
that. Yeah, all them niggas be getting that shit, man. Trap Boy Freddy, all them boys got that shit. Them just the rappers. I'm talking about all the niggas that live there.
That's respect.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, my nephew.
That's respect to them for doing that though. Like, don't nobody want to stand out no more. At least we see that haircut. Oh, he from Dallas.
Like, you know, got something that's specific to Dallas. Like I like that they keep
at least that makes them recognizable. It's like, all right, those some Dallas dudes over there. You see 3-4 dudes in the cut with the same. Yeah, they from Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, look at the West Coast.
Now you see whoever you don't know where they from.
Yeah, the West Coast used to be khakis, white beaters.
True, that's another one. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Chuck Taylors. You know what I'm saying? And a whole lot of skateboarding vans and shit for real. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and that's everywhere. I mean, we even took it up on the East Coast, man. We wore Dickies and motherfucking flannels and Chuck Taylors and shit like that too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All the way on the other fucking across the other side of the country. You know what I'm saying? And but that ain't really that wasn't even really a West Coast thing. That was a Latina thing. You know what I'm saying? That was a Hispanic thing. If we want to be real about it, and then it just, but I guess maybe the same thing, but maybe not. I guess with fashion is different though. I mean, with fashion, I guess it'd be different because clothes is clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you have different ways of wearing the clothes and presenting it too. Now it's like so you talking about Cali? They was doing the fat laces. You know what I'm saying? Like it was still it's still ways to make it unique to you or where you from or your environment or whatever.
Correct.
But people got lazy and it was just like, I don't want to think of what to do. Like, let me just be told what to do.
You go on TikTok and see what's trending.
Yeah.
What's the brand of shoe that niggas like? What's the brand of clothes I should be wearing? You know what I'm saying? All this type of goofy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I like what I like, and that's what it is. But like I say, like we were talking about earlier, I'm of a different age demographic. So I remember what it was to come up without the internet being available. You know what I'm saying? When niggas kind of knew what the internet was, but the shit wasn't available to everybody. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
Right. And then I'm gonna tell you too. Yeah, we in a different age group, bro. But at the same time, I see motherfuckers our age. What do you want to call it? Following trends and
Peter Pan syndrome.
It's not just. Oh, when I said that wasn't a statement towards a younger demographic. That's just to people in general. Like,
man. Hell
we all just on some more plug me in. You know.
Yeah, it would be that you yourself, your uniqueness.
Yep.
That gonna be that fucking edge you need, bro, to decipher yourself from everything else. That's your edge.
The Matrix is real, brother.
Yeah, so you gotta make.
And shout out to the young lady. I can't remember her name. I mean to cut you in. Shout out to the woman. That story was written by a black woman, and she presented that shit to those people, and they fucking denied her. And those brothers came up. What are the two brothers' name who started the Matrix? It's like a funny last name, but that's a black lady story, and that shit got to be acknowledged too, because she got robbed of, and that shit. And this is basically what we living in right now.
Right.
It's what we live in.
That's wild.
And we was living in then. And maybe if more people had their eyes open, like direct me on that shit, we could have probably broke out of this shit.
Right. The young lady was Sophia Stewart, right?
Okay, Sophia Stewart.
And the Wachowski brothers, man.
The Wachowski. I know it's a funny name.
Brothers for the copyright shit and all them lawsuits she had against them and shit. And she actually won against them. So
did she get broke out?
Oh, I'm sure
they don't say how much money she got.
I'm sure she got broke off, man.
I guarantee you it wasn't what they ultimately reaped, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got a trilogy out of that, and they just brought it back. They brought it back recently, so you know, like.
Well, she got 2.5 billion, man.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I'm cool. 2.5 billion.
That's hefty.
Yeah, she
but
got
still,
2.5.
I mean,
I'm good.
Hey,
man. Hey, even if you feel like 2.5,
we talking about 4 blockbusters.
Man, listen, Bubba. Even if you don't feel like 2.5 a month,
I mean, 2.5
million.
I mean, no, shout out to her. Like, that's good for her.
No expenses.
Sure.
No, you know, nothing coming out that motherfucker.
Yeah. Hold on, B. Is this 2.5 tax free?
That's what I don't know, but I mean, I'm probably sure it's gonna be.
They took something from her.
I don't think. I mean, it's a difference. That's not like lottery.
You gotta pay taxes off this shit. You gotta pay taxes off this shit, man.
Yeah, I doubt she got. Yeah, I'm sure she had to pay taxes on it.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
if you ever been in
that's
a car
still roughly
accident,
about $2 billion.
If you ever been in a car accident or whatever, and you got a check from a motherfucking lawyer or something, you put it in your bank, they don't tax that, bro. So I don't. That's a settlement, bro. That's
a higher court. This a higher court claim as well, though.
Right, but I think I look at it in the same sense. I could be wrong, but that's some shit we need to research. But well, speaking on that,
what was your boy? Just went to court. The actor Amanda Heard and your boy
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, like he got money, but I don't think he walked with that whole right there. Now he had to pay something off of that.
He ain't even get no money though. I thought how it was like, oh no, you right, cause he was supposed to give her some money or whatever, but it wound up being the same money. I mean, he got the money, but it was
offset. Some of it was offset.
Give her anyway, like
some of the shit was offset. But since we're talking about that, since them questions we need to know, but see, coming up on a future show, we're gonna have a lawyer, young man, so we're gonna be able to ask these questions anyway. So we're gonna have a real good show coming up too. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that.
That's what's up.
You know,
for sure.
And but yeah, that would be nice for her to get that whole bit of money, and she'd probably get royalties off any other film, recurring off of the Matrix. You know, they shit anyway. So, you know, that'd be good stuff too.
Get you like a breakdown, like royalties or some shit like that. I mean, I don't know if I'm.
That's right there. She probably getting broke off every time them motherfucking films hit the, you know, if it's placed, you know how that shit works. Just like in the music business, that motherfucker in the movie getting some spin, she probably getting some money. But you know, that's wild though. But you know, that ain't nothing new though. We in America, motherfuckers. Let's be real. Everything gets stolen from us color folks, man. What the fuck, you know? But the only thing is, enough of us ain't getting rewarded or reaping or being able to reap no benefits from what was stolen. So that part. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to see, you know what I'm saying, our folks, you know, get rewarded and get some recognition for what we're taking from them, man. And so that's a plus, Miss Sophia Stewart, man. So yeah, get that money out there.
Shout out to her, matter of fact, man.
And I love all the Matrix films. So especially
you don't love that last one.
I was about to get into that. You know, especially with the last one was 4. That was the 4th one.
Yeah.
I think I went to sleep on that shit.
Yeah.
The first two, bro.
The first two.
I don't remember much about it.
First 2 Matrix films, I believe. We had an apartment together. We watched that shit a million times together, bro. Over and over and over.
Motherfucking VHS.
You know
what I'm saying?
Well,
and then we stepped up and got a David. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, got one of them David players.
But that's an insider to me and my boy. My roommate.
You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy, right? Even now, like that shit dead technology, and to me, it don't seem like it's
man.
No, I'm talking about even the DVD player.
Yeah, DVD player too. Man.
What happened to Blu-ray? What happened to Blu-ray? Nigga, I didn't even level up. I didn't even level up to a Blu-ray.
No, when did you have the
I don't think I
time?
ever had one either.
Nigga,
But they
shit-
had the PlayStations was Blu-ray. The 3 and that
Show it.
3, 4, 5. All of those was Blu-ray.
Yeah, how many
So
Blu-rays you put in your PlayStation?
A couple.
Well,
like once I had it, I had to buy a couple because I had a Blu-ray player. Like so, I did. I watched a couple movies.
I tell you something. I tell y'all something. Y'all remember the movie? The Usual Suspects?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Kaiser Soze and shit like that. All right, so
was that Woody Harrelson, or am I wrong again?
Nah, bro. Kaiser Soze. Don't do that neither, man. Come on, man.
Okay.
Kaiser Soze. But damn near so I fuck around. This was still in the DVD era. I fuck around and thought I was grabbing the DVD and grabbed the Blu-ray, right? So I'm sick when I get back home. I'm like, damn, man, like this shit don't even play in my shit. But that's what saved me. What bro talking about? I put in the PlayStation and it play. But now it don't even fucking matter. Cause like I say, everything digital. I got a bunch of fucking DVDs just sitting collecting dust and shit.
Me too, man. Right in the closet, man. Tons of them.
Ain't no use for them.
I might just go drop them off to the pawn shop, get like $10 or something from the pawn shop.
About 400. You got about 400.
Like, man, hey, bro, take that on somewhere, man.
I got a good bit. And to be honest, I got a couple of I think I got some VHS tapes too. So I might take those to the antique shop.
And I'm bullshitting talk. That's Kevin Spacey and them boys, and your boy
that's Kaiser Soze.
The black dude from Breaking Bad and the chicken dude and shit. Them guys from Breaking Bad and the dude who owned the chicken
black
place.
Dude from Breaking Bad.
Who owned the chicken place? You know, bruh, the light skin fella, man.
He was in Usual Suspect.
Man, you crazy hell, bro. The
Giancarlo Esposito, whatever that dude name is. Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, him.
I don't remember him being. What was he in Usual Suspect?
So there's a lot of people in that film, man. They mean, them motherfuckers may have had small fucking cameo roles and shit like that back then, but
it was an all-star cast, bro.
Yeah, all-star cast. And this is 1995. These young kids wouldn't know shit about that motherfucker right now.
Nah, and that's a classic. That's a classic, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna even front. That's one of my favorite movies, man.
You definitely gotta be
one of my favorite movies.
You definitely gotta be a motherfucker down there 35, 40 years old to even know about that film, man. You know.
Yeah, facts. It's sad to say that, but I ain't gonna front. I be trying to
legendary film.
Yeah, hell yeah. To me, I mean, but see, to me, I'm gonna say something. See, peep this. This was years ago. I try to set the boys down with me and had them watch the shit with me or whatever. Cause this is something that I'm interested in. I loved it as a child, like growing up and shit, even into adulthood. I still consider this movie to be a classic. You dig? Them boy wasn't into it. They looking at me like, yo, I can go we can go play, bro. Like, we don't want to sit there and watch this shit. So to them, they didn't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't care about that shit.
And I don't mean to go back. I don't mean to backpedal, but I should have made this. I should have said it earlier. But what's crazy because my son, he's 12. You know, he's 12, right? But a few months.
Shout out to little bro.
Yeah, a few months back, he came to me and he was like, he asked me, he's like, Dad, he said, you know who Tupac is? I said, nigga, I know who the fuck Tupac is. Nigga. He found, right. I guess he heard a song or a Tupac song, like maybe on a TikTok or some shit like that. But he listens to Tupac now. He loves the fuck out of
my
Tupac.
daughter do too.
You know what I'm saying?
My daughter do too. That be making me proud though. But I'm gonna be real, it ain't on my accord. It ain't on my accord. I can't even take that.
And he actually watched Juice. Since he liked Tupac, he found the movie Juice. And he liked that movie, man. So
that's dope. That's dope.
I think he watched he's 12, y'all. I watched these shit when I was that age and shit too, you know what I'm saying? But he maybe younger or older, whatever. But he liked I think it was I don't know about to call him in here, but I think it was Menace or Boys in the Hood. He found also, you know what I'm saying? And he fucking loved those movies, man. And I'm like, he actually, and I think I asked him, I was like, so I said, so you can really appreciate a good, when he said the shit about Tupac, I asked him, so you appreciate that good music and shit like that. He was like, yeah, you know, so he been listening to Tupac. And as far as that movie, you know what I'm saying, that's, I said, you can appreciate a good film, bro, you know what I'm saying? And, so, that says something too, so, you know, because boy, these
absolutely.
kids, I was in the barbershop one day a couple weeks back, and them guys was like, they didn't even understand the you know, the poetry from Tupac. They was saying like the man can't rhyme. Y'all talking about this, y'all claiming this man the best ever did it. And I tried to explain to one of the young guys, and I was like, it's not about the lyrics, or you know what I'm saying. I was really like, it's the accomplishments this man made before he was 25 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of about the lyrics too, though. You listen to what the fuck Pac saying, bro.
Definitely.
I got into that though. I got into that.
Yeah. He was like one of rap's only poets, man. Like true poet. Nigga was a poet. Man.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you don't respect poetry, you can't say that you like rap or hip hop or whatever you want to call it. Like it's an extension of poetry. Like dude was a real poet, man.
A real poet. So I got back into that with him too. I was like, you know, because they're looking for the lyrics that's saying pull a stick, just like we always talk about. They're looking for the lyrics that say pull a stick up, ride on the op. You know what I'm saying? If you look at you know, a lot of pop music, man, was a lot of passion.
Are you talking that Pac had lyrics like that as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. He did.
You know, so they just, you know, like they just say they wasn't respecting the artistry, man.
Yeah, the sheer artistry of it, man. The shit, you just being a real poet, because a lot of that shit wasn't from writing the rhyme words and shit like that. A lot of that shit was passion. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
you know,
dispelling those feelings, man, and them emotions.
Yeah, that what it was about. Yeah, and I think that was a different.
And don't sleep at all on the lyrics, or the lyricism, because dude was a monster as well.
Yeah, he was.
He was nasty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was.
Straight up.
Yeah. And I mean, it was energy. I got every tattoo I ever got, man. I would not get a tattoo unless I was listening to Tupac as it was being done, bro. And that's for real, bro. Every tat I got, man, it had to be Tupac playing, or I wouldn't get the tat, man. We got, I don't know, you know, that's just, hey, that's just real shit, though. I'm telling you, bro, that's real. That's real. And then I think I said this was one of our very first pods, our earlier pods, but back in the day, I wrote every rap I ever wrote when I was younger, from like middle school, maybe up until my first year of college. A majority of my raps were written off of Tupac songs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A majority of a great deal of them, bro. Like a good deal of them, bro. I didn't care about no instrumentals or nothing like that. I put Tupac on and I write lyrics. Straight like that.
Hey, so okay, that's crazy, right? Because I want to ask a question to y'all. Okay, so you say early on, when you started writing this shit, most of your shit was you was writing to it ain't had to be an instrumental or whatever, but if you put a Pac song on, you would write to that, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, so I got your answer. So I'm gonna say this: one of the first beats I remember actually sitting down and having intentions of like, I'm about to write to this beat. It was two. One, I don't know if y'all remember, and then Grim, I want to ask you what the first like beat you actually sat on and wrote to, but I know y'all remember back in the G when them boy had like the single, the single cassette,
right?
So you know, on the B side, like they were on the A side, they would have like the whatever
version, the regular version,
radio edit, all that type of shit. And then on the B side, they might have like the instrumental and maybe like another cut, another album cut, or the acapella. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Right. You know, I don't know what the fuck these niggas were tripping on with that shit because I don't want to hear the acapella. Never wanted to, but you know, sometimes they would have the instrumental on that. So Pete Game, right? At this time, I had two joints that I was fucking with as far as like I say, not the first time I actually sat down and wrote a verse, but the first time I actually sat down and wrote a verse to a beat that I'm like, I got the intentions of, I'm writing this beat. The first one was Black Hand Side. I don't know if y'all remember that. Give me 5 on the Black Hand Side. Y'all probably don't remember that. Okay. So then the second one The second one was the Jizza. That it was off that Liquid Sword shit. I can't remember what the single was. It might have been like chess boxing or some shit like that. I can't remember what the actual single was. But the beat was stupid on that motherfucker. Like still to this day, I feel like that's one of the hardest beats I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. But yeah, I just was tripping on that when you said that because I was like, damn, I remember I had them two.
That crazy because you probably wrote the ice cream the French vanilla butter pecan chocolate deluxe. That instrumental too. I remember.
No, but I used to love that beat though.
Right.
I used to love that beat though.
So I remember having.
It was off the Jizza. It was off the Jizza. It was the Liquid Sword shit. Where like they had like the little cartoon on there with them like them niggas ninjas and they killing motherfuckers and shit on the cover. But then and then the singles used to be like the little sleeve shit where you just slide the thing right out. You know, that's crazy.
Little mother, put that motherfucker right on there. Yep. Man,
yeah.
But that's a long
that's
time
wild,
ago. These young just wouldn't know. They wouldn't know what the fuck we talking about right now.
Nah, man, that shit wild.
Man, I think I showed matter of fact, I had we was doing some cleaning. This wasn't too long ago, man. We had a fucking portable CD player here, right? I showed them kids what that was. Motherfuckers had no clue.
Yeah, because they don't even know what the fuck a CD is like for real. They ain't grow up like that. That's wild, bro.
They didn't have no clue.
For a nigga to look at a CD player like he looking at an 8-track player, that's crazy to me.
For real, bro.
I can see a motherfucker looking at a cassette player like what the fuck is that? But like for to see a motherfucker damn near look at a CD player and be like, yo, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? That's wild to me.
Yeah, and before that though, when I was young though, my mom had records, man, and with the record players and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit ain't crazy, man. How time roll, y'all. Y'all bullshitting with it. A lot of shit happening over the years. Yeah, man. So
and time going by so fucking fast. Like I say, it don't seem like to me now. I might be tripping, but to me, it don't seem like CDs and DVDs and shit like that, Blu-ray disc, whatever the fuck you want to see. It don't seem like that should be dead technology already. It just seemed like it happened so fast.
That's how fast time
I also look at it and I feel like, damn, it's 2022. Nigga, year 2000, Y2K was 22 years ago.
And so it seemed like yesterday, man. This motherfucker was supposed to end.
It seemed like yesterday. I ain't gonna front.
That bitch was supposed to have been over. You know?
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that's wild, bro. That is wild.
It is.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I mean, but it is what it is as time goes by. And since we speaking about time, man, we had this lady, man, for a long time, in England, that just passed Queen Elizabeth, right?
Yeah.
70 years as queen or some shit like that, right?
Right.
And I mean, we all got our views on Queen Elizabeth and this and the third, but the controversy behind her and the royal family and stuff. Now I want to speak a little bit on that shit because they've been accused of having slaves. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg, amongst other things. What y'all feel about that? I know we ain't, the Triple S show, I'm not really mourning, the death of her, but it's a lot of things with the stolen jewelry.
And niggas die every day, B.
Yeah, niggas die every day, man. So, it's a sad deal for those it's sad for, but
my queen at work right now, but she should be home shortly.
Well, yeah.
But her and her family have tortured, robbed, stolen from, enslaved, as you touched on, people for years,
man.
Like pushing a century, and
at least 100 years or so.
I don't really. The whole family dirty to me.
All right.
Rest in peace. The lady died. She was good.
Right. And I was about to say it was even.
She coincidentally died in a car crash.
Right.
Yeah.
Her son.
Yeah.
And her son married a black chick, and they didn't like that either.
Yeah.
He said fuck them too.
Yeah, the baby
So
was
shout out
gonna
to him
yeah.
too.
the baby was
I
gonna
was
be
on-
Her
I
and the
was
rest
on-
of the family, I don't got no compassion for at all.
yeah, it's
But
a lot
Princess
Give
Di
them
wasn't
people
even
back their
really
stuff.
from that family, was she?
nah.
And give the people back their stuff. She gone
Yeah,
now, give them
yeah.
people back their stuff.
Give the people back their shit, man. That's a fact right there.
Right.
That's the
Plain and
that's the
simple.
real deal.
There's a lot of
Those
man.
people
scandal.
still
It's a
mourning.
lot of
They mourning over their losses. Get them their losses back.
there's a lot of scandal
Mhm.
and a lot of controversy around the royal family and shit like that. And you know, and I'm gonna say it like this though, you know, it's sad that when it takes for somebody
And the inbred.
yeah, because they had this thing where they believed in keeping the blood pure and all of this shit right here, you know, incest and
That's
all of this,
disgusting.
you know, devilish
That is
Yeah,
ass
that's
shit.
super
disgusting.
disgusting.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and but yeah, you know, a lot of controversy behind that family, bro, and it sometimes, you know, it takes for in people's death for all kinds of shit to come out. I mean, I'm thinking to myself, you know, why you motherfuckers wait? Why y'all didn't talk about this shit when she was alive? All the country, you know, I think because the motherfuckers.
I mean, this shit kind of been
Yeah.
it been public knowledge.
There have
They
been
did.
people who talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but who talking about it is what I'm saying now. You know, because they're only a
A
select
lot of
amount
people,
Yeah.
unless the answer about to be select amount of cameras, is where you
Right.
probably
Yeah,
about to say.
maybe that.
There's
Yeah.
people saying it,
Mhm.
and I ain't even gonna say it's amount of cameras, amount of camera privilege. I just say, oh, what's getting played? It ain't no control on that.
Right.
And on that note, on some real shit, on some other shit. Shout out to Byron Allen, man. Dude is actually
Straight up.
buying these networks now, so maybe we can get
Straight up.
proper viewing on the television.
And that's funny because a few years back, I watched something with Byron Allen when he did an interview with somebody, man, and he was talking about he had they was trying to shut him down and stop him and do all and put so many roadblocks when he started to try to buy up all these networks and shit years ago. Now I am glad to see him being successful at doing that shit because, man, there was so much shit he was going through prior years trying to do that. The shit he's doing, you know, well, he's accomplishing that shit now. So he's, you know, he doing his thing. But when he was
and next step is we gonna get that football team too. We gonna get the NFL team next. Byron getting his team.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, do your thing, brother. And that always been a fella who been, you know, saying for the folks for real, man. And I, you know, big respect. That's a fella who always spoke his mind on situations, man. He didn't bite his tongue about nothing, man. That boy kept it real for a long time, and he continuing to do so. So, man, I fuck with him, man. Like for real.
For sure.
For real.
For sure.
And I wish I could find that interview, man. I'm gonna have to come up.
It out. Check this out, man. So I saw, man, that Quavo and Takeoff.
Doing that joint album? That joint album? Yeah.
It's called Only Built for Infinity Links. Play on words of God Ray.
Yeah,
Only built for human links, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out to the show.
So at first I felt kind of like that. That's kind of, I don't know how I feel about the name, but I did, I saw on IG, Ray and Quavo was posted up somewhere. So
yeah.
Apparently they got a, you know, they cool. They got a relationship. So if Ray cool, I'm cool. I heard that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know.
But aside from that, dog. So this really means, are they doing a joint album? So this really means there ain't no more the Migos as a trio anymore. So I think Offset working on an album currently as well.
I'm telling y'all what
he got like two singles out and shit.
This is what we just talked
they
about.
Fired too. He blowing some features up too.
Yeah, we just talked about.
It's really no Migos. I don't think it's no Migos no more.
Yeah, but we was just saying that they all broke up. Like it was, everybody was doing solo projects and it wasn't nothing. But you got
that was back in the G. But now them boys like doing like, hey, them boys ain't rocking at all. Even when they was doing the solo projects, they were still popping up together and shit. I think the love God like that part.
But you know, with the title of the album, you know what I'm saying, and they you know, they paying homage to the boy Raekwon, to the chef. You know, you putting yourself up there, bro. To with it, y'all boys, this album gotta be the shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That gotta be some heat.
The album really gotta be some heat.
I mean, yeah, it gotta be heat, but I feel like I don't feel like they doing it for necessarily for the cats that hold the purple tape up in a high, you know what I'm saying, on a high level. I don't think they doing it for that. I think they and I might be wrong, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Bro say he seen them on the IG and shit, so maybe he can get some more insight about what they was talking about and shit, as far as like what they was actually trying to do with the project. But I just kind of feel like they might be like just bringing that type of vibe to the new era of motherfuckers. You dig what I'm saying? Because a lot of these, and like I say, I don't like to speak in absolutes and shit. So you can't say everybody, you can't say everything and all that type of shit, because as soon as you say that, it's gonna be somebody else that pop about the woodwork that's 22 talking about, nigga, the Purple Tape was my favorite album or something. Like, how the fuck did that happen? But damn near, you know, damn near, I don't think they trying to bring it to the point to where I don't think they trying to necessarily compare it to, like, you know what I'm saying, like put it on a level to where somebody could actually compare like theirs to Ray's. You know what I'm saying? I think they just trying to bring a vibe to and pay homage at the same time to my man. You dig what I'm
saying? But pay homage the right way though. Don't come with no trash ass album, fella. You know what I'm saying? Put your work in on that.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Are the Migos legendary?
No.
I think for the generation they are.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Generationally speaking, as a trio, and that's probably what lead me towards asking about them, because honestly, I hate to see them split like that, but I think if any one of them could probably have a legitimate solo career, it would be Offset. So I think this could be for the better for all parties. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully down the line they can, iron out whatever's going on, because shit, who knows even what's going on with it like that interpersonally.
Or if anything, you know what I'm saying? It could just be career decisions. It could just be, hey, let's try this.
Different, it might be business over personal.
Yeah, it just could be business.
Business, right? This is the business, right? That could have been what it been, and that should have been what it was. Not motherfuckers nitpicking and seeing like this, that, and the third, and figuring out, them boys got beat, them boys got problem with each other. It should have been a situation where it's like, all right, them boys just growing. They done made a bunch of money together. They done did some spectacular things as far as music together. They branching up. They doing their own motherfucking thing.
Yeah, but in
the midst of that, some little funky shit had kind of like spill out onto social media, and then so it make motherfuckers be like, oh, these niggas got a problem with each other, which that ain't nobody fucking business. You know what I'm saying? That's in-house. That's family shit. Yeah. So even if you got a problem with a nigga, let's just keep on making our moves how we make our moves. We handle our business at the table. You understand what I'm saying? That ain't for everybody. I just don't like when that shit get out into the open, and everybody got their opinions on shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you got a guess on what a motherfucker situation is, 9 times out of 10 it ain't nothing. It probably just general business, and them boys been successful as a trio. They've been successful as the Migos. Them boys done
How long you want them boys to do that shit? That means you gotta grow.
Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Motherfucking the Atlanta Falcons got rid of motherfucking Matt Ryan, man. Sometimes it's a change. You know what I'm saying?
You a Falcons fan?
Nah, I'm just using it as a shit. Shit that shit.
I wonder why you bring up Matty Ice like that for?
Because sometimes motherfuckers have to,
Grim, get your man. What are you bringing up Matty Ice for, man?
Because I'm just saying,
using a scenario,
they got to do shit different. Motherfuckers have to do shit different. Like, it's a time for a change. We've been successful like this. Let's do something else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? The grand scheme of things, it don't have to be nothing negative. It don't have to be a falling out or anything like that. It could just be like,
it's been more different.
Yeah, it's been like how many? 10 years plus?
Plus, yeah. Plus.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I know y'all still remember. I still remember when Versace dropped, and I was like, "What the fuck is this, nigga? This shit is hard." You know what I'm saying? I was fucking without the gate.
And that was a long time ago, man. So
long time ago.
When you successful like that, when you know what I'm saying, and doing good things. You don't always have to be together to do the great things. You can branch off and do other great things. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right.
you know. So yeah. So
You're not
yeah.
gonna always stay in that Migos frame of mind. Well, I mean, like, it's like, you know, them boys set out to do something. They did it.
Mm-hmm.
They did it well over a span of time. All right, now it's time to
but you gotta
let me see. You know.
Yeah, you gotta look at the overall shit with that too. You got you got grown fellas, motherfuckers with kids and wives and shit like that, living different places, doing different things. So you gotta,
Correct.
yeah, you gotta look at all of that when you considering that. You know what I'm saying? The Destiny's Child, man, they ain't last forever. They was good while they was a trio.
Same difference, man.
Yeah,
At some point, a motherfucker gonna branch off and want to do their own thing. It ain't gotta be like no, like nothing messy in the mix. It's just damn near, man.
It's a
Look, the
part of business.
motherfuckers
It's a
want to
part of
grow.
life.
Yeah, as human beings, you gonna want to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you a motherfucker like that was a good example right there. That was a good example.
Right.
Because like if you a motherfucker like Beyonce, but yeah, it's just like that damn Destiny Child shit for real. Like Beyonce, you seen that from a early point in their career, just from the outside looking in. Nigga, we knew Beyonce wasn't gonna be with Destiny Child forever, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna eventually accomplish so much and do so much to the point where she was gonna want to go out there and do her own motherfucking thing. Shit, same with all the rest of them too.
Yeah,
You know, so all the rest of them went out and accomplished they different they had their different accomplishments respectively amongst the whole group. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just how it is, man. Look at Outkast. Outkast another group like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How long did you take the motherfuckers to do that shit?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Dungeon Family, you know.
Yeah,
I mean that's just a part of it though. That's just a
Yeah.
part of it though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just what it is.
You're not gonna do the same thing forever, man.
Nah.
You just not. And it's gonna be a point to where somebody going, all right, if we all got a group and we rap, nigga, we'd have been rapping for 20 years. And I'm talking about accomplishing shit on a high level for 20 fucking years. Bro, it's gonna come a point, even before that 20-year mark, it's gonna come a point where Grim gonna be like, man, listen, what we doing right here been cool and shit. I'm finna go over here and try to tackle this shit and that's what great motherfuckers do.
Yeah, for
you
real.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, nigga, I done tackled this already. Yeah. I done accomplished this. Let me go to something else and try to see if I can master that.
Yeah, because change ain't necessarily bad, man. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers
absolutely
stop associating motherfucker making a change with something bad going on, man. You motherfuckers. But that's on another note. But yeah, what I meant to.
No, but with the oh damn.
No,
let me just say one more thing, my bad. Let me just say, because that shit deep, man. Because what the business is, motherfuckers be projecting what they feel onto other motherfucker situations. See, when you dealing with solid motherfuckers in your circle, nigga, you gonna move that way. But see, when you one of these type of niggas that used to dealing with sucker type niggas in they circle, that's why they think every time you don't see a motherfucker together or this one over here doing this and this one over here doing that, oh, them niggas must have crashed, them motherfuckers must have got into it or whatever like that. That's because you used to dealing with sucker ass niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Solid niggas move like that, bro. I got niggas that I ain't talked to in 6 months, a year, whatever the case. Motherfucker hit me, boy, we pick up like we just been talking your last.
I just seen you. Yeah, for real. What I was about to say, and I wasn't gonna say that shit in no different words. I was gonna say it exactly how you said it, man. Because I don't gotta talk to you. I don't gotta talk to G. I don't gotta talk to my other partners or my brother for weeks and months out. But if I pick up the phone and we get on the phone, it's like we spoke yesterday.
Right back
it ain't gonna be no goddamn. It ain't gonna be no difference. Ain't nobody gonna feel no type of way, man. You know. And then, but you know, that's when the motherfuckers are mature enough to know that grown motherfuckers doing grown ass shit, and listen,
that's
man.
That's solid.
Yeah.
That's solid.
So, you know,
that motherfucker know you solid. Like I ain't got a man, bro. I might not talk to a nigga, like I say, a couple of months or whatever. But if I see you at the gas station and it's going down, nigga, it's going all the way down.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, nigga, we don't got it. Yeah, come on, man. That's weird.
Yeah,
niggas be thinking weird.
Yeah, I don't gotta see you or hear from you to know that you love me and I got love for you, man. So
Exactly.
Yeah, that shit is understood, man. That's a respect, man. That I guess that should come with maturity too, man. Because you know, some motherfuckers feel if somebody don't talk to them, they feel something wrong. They create a beef and shit like that. Like a lot of friendships and shit actually do end behind shit like that because motherfucker feel a motherfucker be too distant. But when you mature and you understand that grown people doing grown folk shit in life, you know what I'm saying? Life and priorities get in the way of that shit, man. When you understand that shit and know that how that shit really is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Even on a grown folk level, right? That's a lack of communication, and that's one individual perceiving things to be a way, and then projecting those feelings that he has on him or she has on her onto the next motherfucker.
Right.
When you ain't even talked to this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So if you think it's a problem just because it's a lack of communication, like y'all motherfuckers ain't seen each other or talked to each other in a while, if you feel it's a problem because of that, that's because you probably internally got a problem with this motherfucker already.
Already, right. That's why
you know what I'm saying?
Immature
yeah,
shit.
You got a problem with that motherfucker. That motherfucker don't got a problem with you.
Motherfucker be like that, boy. But you know, that's sad fucking society, man. But yeah, fuck it is what it is. But I also, I remember I was talking to G about it. And I'm surprised you didn't know about this shit, man, because this is Tennessee bound shit. It's Memphis, Tennessee, man. The young dude, what's his name, Ezekiel Kelly or whatever, who was it last week, about 4 or 5 days ago, something like that, was running around through Memphis, Tennessee, shooting and murdering people, bro, recorded on like live.
I did hear about that.
And yeah, the guy.
You talking about that same boy? You're not talking about the boy that ran in AutoZone and shot the man?
Right.
I heard about that.
Yeah, that guy, man. He actually shot. Yeah, he actually ran around and shot 7 people. 4 of those people, I believe, died. And
what was the reasoning behind it though? Like, what happened? Like, the fuck was he doing?
I mean, it really ain't no reason. It's like no well, like they said, they have, like, I ain't seen nothing where they have a motive or anything like that yet. But
he just been on that shit. Must be he must been.
But some craziness, but you know, just I was telling G stuff like conspiracy theory or some theory behind it also, but we're not gonna get into too much of that. I just think it's kind of weird because the number is a passage, a scripture or something that where Ezekiel was a prophet and he was told from the gods to go commit these murders and shit like that. And just ironically, bro, the numbers kind of match up. It's like 743 or some shit, 745, some crazy sequence of numbers. But as far as with the times, the people shot and all of this shit and how the shit took place, kind of coincided.
I'm gonna be honest. Bro. I don't think that shit had nothing to do with the Bible.
Neither do I.
That nigga was on one. Yeah, that nigga was on one.
But I still think it's kind of, you know, it's still kind of crazy. But you know, I didn't read in too much of what that article was with about the numbers and all of this crazy shit and all, you know, that scripture and shit. But I was like, you know what, you know, lighter we take it, we do have people in the world, I think they be carrying out God's work, man. A lot of mass shootings and shit like this and all this crazy shit going on.
It's been like that. Yeah, it's been like that for decades.
You know,
yeah, you're right.
You know, so I don't want to damn, you know, just throw that shit in the back burner because, you know, that's just kind of crazy, you know, that
I seen the video. I seen the video with the boy though when right before he had been driving the AutoZone. And then he been like, I don't know, something been wrong with the boy.
Mm-hmm.
So then he opened up the door and open fire on the man that been up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like I said, I don't know that much about the shit to damn near sit here and have no real conversation about it. But I'm just saying, like, when I seen the video, I was just like, yo, what the fuck are these niggas on, bro? Like, come on, man. You know.
I didn't really hear nothing about it till you told me about it earlier, really.
Yeah, that shit was
that just sounds like some crazy shit though.
Yeah, it's a lot behind it. I guess you know, I'll get our facts and shit together, and we can come back to that later because it kind of follow that story.
Yeah.
And see what's going on with that, you know, because him being a
Yeah.
young black male too, 19 years old, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
still a kid, man, and you
Damn,
know,
the black kid, they brought him. You said they brought him in alive. They didn't even kill him.
right? Yeah, they took him in alive.
God, damn.
Yeah, and it's
Ain't that some black history for
yeah,
your ass? Nigga doing live mass shootings and nigga live to go to trial for that shit.
Yeah, and being on live probably saved him, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Why you say that for?
Huh?
Why you say that for? Why you say that for?
Now, I mean, you got even though it ain't happening at a rate that we wanted to, but a lot of these police officers and police departments now they're taking heed with these with their body cams and all of this shit now. So you know, a lot of we take it, we may want to argue it, but a lot of them are, you know, going about, you know, trying to do shit by the book.
Man, you know, ain't nothing for a body cam to not be working or something, man.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying.
You can't rely on that shit, man.
Yeah, but I'm
But
saying
see, the boy was on live when he did. Like I said, I don't know about all the rest of them shit. I just seen the AutoZone shit when he shoot the man in there. But at the end of the day, if you want to be all the way 100 with the shit, damn near, if they see a black man come off in this motherfucker, busting shots in the AutoZone and shit like that, bro, that in their mind, that get them right to damn near take this nigga head off. You know what I'm saying?
So
that ain't no hands up, don't shoot type of situation. That's a situation like this motherfucker's armed and dangerous. He just murdered I don't know how many motherfuckers, and like I said, I don't know nothing about all the rest of this shit. I just seen that one video and I was like, yo, what the fuck was it? What the fuck did I just watch? And then yeah, bro, them boys will blow your head off of that shit, man. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy that he did come in not, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't harmed and all that type of shit. Yeah, alive. Right. Mm-hmm. So, which I'm gonna be real with you. I don't just because the motherfucker black. I don't condone no.
No, not at all. I'm just surprised they didn't kill him on sight. But I mean, hell no, he still need to get punished to the highest extent. Like that's still some extreme ass shit.
Yeah. You know the real shit about that, bro. Just say that could have been anywhere, and any one of us could have been in any one of those spots, just on some regular shit, just on the humble. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just doing what you, and you could have had your child with you. You understand what I'm saying?
For real. And that's the reality, man. The harsh, the sad, man, and the truth of the shit is that that could have been anybody. That could have been anybody's family member, like anybody's child, anybody's mother's father, whatever, anybody relative. And and that's the shit we got to consider, man. You know, and not really just consider, but to fucking really take heed to, bro. You know,
it's real out here.
You ain't safe. You ain't safe at a goddamn place at no moment. And
let's not forget the Buffalo shooting in the grocery store. Let's not let that motherfucker get off like everybody. We ain't forget about that neither. So like that type of shit, bro. Like you really not safe nowhere.
Yeah, man. The children,
America,
the children's, the kids at the school. You know what I'm saying? So this shit goes on, man, and
the school shit. Yep.
Yeah, we can't sit.
This shit goes on in America every day.
And tell me if y'all agree with me on America. These are just the things that they choose to show us and throw in our face. Ain't no telling how much of these should be happening every day that just don't really get no coverage for real. You know what I'm saying?
I would figure the shooting with this guy Ezekiel Kelly. I figured y'all boys would, you know, I figured it would have been because it was on the news up here like constantly, like on repeat and you just gotta look at further away.
I don't watch the news though. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah. But it's on, you know, it's on so other you know, platforms and shit like that, mobile shit and shit like that too. Because that's, you know.
Yeah, that's why I see the video. I see the video on I don't know. I think somebody had shared the shit on Facebook. So like, man, niggas is wilding or whatever. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is this, bro? The
other post got deleted. The other live shootings got deleted, bro. So, but you know, with their little detective work and whatever, they probably can retrieve them. I'm sure.
Off top.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to say the little motherfucker probably been on drugs and shit, but then at the same time, for you to, I think the drug might have been social media. For you to be on live talking all that cash money shit and then actually pull up and show this shit, bro, that's a different type of danger right there.
Yeah, for real.
For a motherfucker to damn near like record this shit and murder you and like I told y'all I was gonna do it.
No, for real, because they ain't doing it. They ain't doing it from a personal aspect at that point. They're doing it to satisfy viewers and people who's watching.
Yeah, bro.
You know.
Yeah, bro. You know, like, and I ain't, like I say, I'm not saying nothing is deep. It's just surface level. It's just surface level. So don't take it for, just take it for what it is. I'm talking about the viewership. I'm not talking about y'all. I know y'all know where I'm coming from with this. But I'm saying, like, you know, if you got a problem with a motherfucker, then you gonna handle that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, straight like that. Man, listen, motherfuckers who you fuck with ain't gonna know the business. You dig what I'm saying? But now these motherfuckers be out here like, no, like, I wanted to be known that I did this.
For real.
Bro, that's a different type of motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
That's a different type of motherfucker right there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nigga probably arguing with a motherfucker on social media and shit and be like, well, motherfucker tell him he ain't shit, or he had a problem with a motherfucker on the block, motherfucker dissing by the shoes or some shit, you know. But you know, and then it's another thing too, man. Let's not just let this shit go over our head, because we gotta really consider mental health too, man. Because when you dealing with social media and shit like this, and these kids and everybody trying so hard to fit in, just like we were saying earlier, motherfuckers be trying to fit in and satisfy, you know, the minds and to get validation from everybody else on the left hand side or right hand side. Everybody looking for some kind of validation and some kind of, you know, fit in and some kind of motherfucking stardom and shit like that now. And I guess when you're so involved in trying to be social media motherfucking a social media star, or trying to get this many likes, trying to be recognized on so many levels, when you so wrapped around that shit and that shit don't go for you, you know, that create depression. That's just like kids in school, because we all been to school when we was coming up. We didn't have the phones and all of this shit, but it was a thing where you had kids that couldn't fit in nowhere in school and shit. Right, you know what I'm saying? You had that fucking lunch table where motherfuckers was sitting at by themselves and shit for real. That shit was real. And these are the kids that were antisocial. These are the kids that didn't have many friends. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a joke that we all used to fucking say all the time. We always say, well, y'all better keep your eyes on little such and such.
Hey, that motherfucker might shoot this bitch up. Hey, word. For real. Yeah. Niggas didn't used to talk like that though, for real, man. For real, man.
And no cap with the shit, but you know, that's the same instance now, because everybody trying to fit in. And then when it's so easy to fit in now, because everybody on repeat, everybody doing the same shit, man, you got to look at the stuff. For a motherfucker not to be able to fit in now, where everybody doing the exact same thing, that got to be kind of hard too. So we also got to look at mental health.
But that's why you got a bunch of. That's why you got a lot of clique of goofy niggas. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rather than damn near. Okay, I remember.
That's what I'm saying. It's
growing up, nigga. Like.
It's pretty easy to fit in now.
But see, that's I don't get right. You're right. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, when we were coming up, it was more like, all right, just say me, you, bro, this motherfucker over here, whatever the case may be. Everybody in the squad got something. How you say it? Like, it's something different than everybody bring to the table.
For real,
you feel what I'm saying?
Individuality, bro.
You got that one nigga that no matter what go down, no matter where we at, motherfucker just get out of fucking church or some shit like that. If a nigga get wrong, he's stealing off on dog. You got that nigga, you dig? You got the nigga that boy know how to make $1 out of anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got the money man.
You got the motherfucking comedian.
You got the money man. You got the brain. You got the mother. We always just had them type of motherfuckers around us like that.
Stand out qualities.
Yeah, for real. And they stand out, be like, hey, nah, bro. They'll be like, bro, hey, bro, I ain't with all of the other shit, but bro, smart as a bit. I'll probably, you got that smart ass partner. You got that motherfucker. You got that motherfucker who gonna beat somebody's ass if they fuck with anybody around. You know what I'm saying? You got your motherfucker who had the flyest kicks. Be like, no matter how hard we try, it's gonna be that motherfucker that, hey, bro, that nigga just got a fresh pair of kicks every week. You know what I'm saying? You got that motherfucker. You got that motherfucker cracking jokes like a motherfucker. You got your comedian.
That nigga, you got the funny nigga.
You got the nigga with you got the nigga with the car.
Yep.
And you got a nigga who always got some money. And then you had the playboy. And then you had the playboy. You had the motherfucker who always had the girls. Be like, this nigga.
You had the bitch. Yep. That's real though.
You know what I'm saying? And at the table, man, that's about 6 or 7 strong. And then you had your motherfucker who played the sports. You had your motherfucker who was the athlete.
And you always had the athlete nigga. But let me okay, so peak game. So nowadays, you got, and like I say, I'm not speaking in absolutes. I'm just speaking for the majority of what I see with these little motherfuckers out here these days. And some of these older motherfuckers too, don't get it twisted. But then now you got a clique of motherfuckers who don't nobody get no money, don't nobody get no pussy. Mm-hmm. All these niggas is strapped to the teeth with no ops. But everybody swearing they got enemies like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Bro, why you got that much ammunition for? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And ain't nobody got no fucking enemies. Ain't nobody mad at you. Don't nobody got no beef with you. Ain't nobody got no problem with you. You don't even be around enough for a motherfucker to have a problem with you for real. You ain't getting no money. You ain't getting no pussy. What you doing? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, but it's on a note though, we gotta remember that it's important, man, because the fella 19 years old, I don't know, we don't know if the family was like still involved or he was living with parents or whatever the case may be. These things we don't know either.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Nah, dude.
But who we been living with?
Because because what I'm saying, my point is about to be that we still gotta mind these kids, man, and see what they into, see what they watching, see how they feeling, ask them questions and shit like that too. I think we can't.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I think we can't forget that because it's always it's our duties, man, as parents, to know our kids' emotional state, man, and as well as their physical. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just check on you don't want to just check on the kids because when they coughing, you want to give them some medicine and shit like that because that's what you can see or that's what you can hear. You know what I'm saying? You also want to know the shit that you can't see, the shit you can't hear, the shit that you know what I'm saying, the shit that that they ain't talking about. And and I mean for me, I tell my kids all the time, I tell them, I say, yo, listen, I say you can tell me any motherfucking thing. I said, at the end of the day, I ain't here to hurt you or judge you. I said, it's important for y'all to know that y'all can talk to me about anything. So, because, you got to let these kids know that they're not going to be, they shouldn't be embarrassed when they're talking to parents or adults or, guardians about things. And that's a big part of the world too now. Everybody, people be so embarrassed or feel or easily embarrassed because they feel if they show a bit of emotion, then they consider to be less of. And I think that's
bullshit.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's damaging. That's real damaging to our community, man. That people got to understand that what everybody considering real is to not show emotion. Anything that seems to be the wrong shit to do or the wrong way to approach something is what everybody is deeming as real. Like if you a hard working motherfucker, working at 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be, or you a simp, you a clown. You know what I'm saying? If you book smart and you in school and you plan on going to college and you know, continuing your education and shit like that. Oh, you a smart dude, or you a clown. You ain't real. Ain't nothing real about that.
You ain't with the shit or whatever like that.
You know,
Yeah,
and
all that type of shit. Yeah.
you know, and I think
Motherfucker gotta break it down to what it really come from at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You a man before you anything. You a woman before you anything. You understand what I'm saying? You human before you anything. Man, listen.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think
do excel, get better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing for a nigga being stuck in the hood.
Yeah, I think it's real important, man, that you know, as parents or guardians or mentors or whatever we are in the younger folks' lives, that you know, you reiterate every chance you get, and allow them to, well, let them know that they're allowed to express themselves. You know, no matter how they're feeling, and because people don't deserve to be judged by, you know, how they feeling emotionally or and shit like that, and we do that a lot, man. And social media don't make that shit no better. That's where it's at. That's where it's at for the most part. And like you were saying, these devices, like y'all was saying, with these devices, nobody kind of individual no more, man. People put everything to the side and try to do what everybody else is doing. And man, what works for you, it just may not for me, motherfucker.
And if a motherfucker can't talk to you, we all got cheering on this platform. If motherfucker can't talk to, if the ones that come from us can't talk to us, they going to talk to this mass media type of thing. You know what I'm saying? This shit is always in their hand, always on their ears, always in front of their face. They going to relate to that before they. But who better to damn near who better to relate to and conversate with and get game from and figure out who you are or give you a head start and find out who you are as an individual than the motherfucker who you come from. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I always want to have like a good relationship with my father, because nigga, I look just like you. My son look just like this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, you just want to keep them type of lines open as far as like, this where I come from. You know what I'm saying? All down to my mother, your mother's side too. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying just like the father. I'm just speaking from a man point of view. But damn near, even your mother, like the people you come from, your family, you want to keep them lines open when you can. Because some motherfuckers be fuck niggas. You kenning some fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real. You kenning some fuck niggas. Everybody is. You know what I'm saying? But damn near, somebody gotta be kin. Somebody gotta be kin to these fuck niggas out there. But damn near, but it's good to like be like I said. I feel what you're saying, bro. That's real, because if, like I say, if them children don't feel like they can come and talk to where they come from, they gonna go out here in these motherfucking streets and go out here in this world unprepared, and they gonna talk to somebody who don't give a fuck about them.
Right, for real.
Care. Like,
for real. You know,
I ain't trying to get too deep in that shit. I'm just saying.
No, but it is deep though, because the shit is real. The shit is important, and you know, this shit that need to be talked about, then you know, and need to be heard, man, because kids soak up a lot, right? They sponges,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They real sponges, right? And so if they know they got folks that they can depend on and people that's not going to judge them, because you get parents now, if a child open up to the parent or got an issue or something like that. I've seen it now. I'm from the hood. Parents they'll cuss that kid out, send them on, get the hell out of my face, send them on about their way. Don't listen to what the kid got to say. And you know, the bottom line is, I'm the parent. What I say goes. You will be all right. And shit like that.
Hold on, stop beep, because that's the realest shit. I was just thinking about this shit the other night. That's the realest shit, right? Because that's how we was learned. That's how we came up. That's how we was raised. You feel what I'm saying? Like, basically on some shit like don't do as I say, not as I do type shit. But I feel like every generation, when you start your own family, you might not need to raise your family the same way how you've been raised. You know what I'm saying?
Change is not always
take
bad.
Take the good from it, but then put your own little spin on it, and you know, because you know it'd be different. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, I get it. know,
no, yeah,
I ain't trying to do.
No, we with
I'm
you.
just saying.
Yeah, we with you 100%. But that's just how it is, though. You know, but we all seen it. You know what I'm saying? When nobody take the time to listen to what a kid got to say, you know, they run them off, and you know, because you know, adults and shit like that. We can say it now. I can say it. I can talk that shit now because I'm a motherfucking adult. But motherfuckers, sometimes
Right.
we can be fucking stubborn, bro. You know
How my mother raised me, was perfect for me and my siblings. Not so much how I raised my children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a difference. It's a
Right.
difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to say it was nothing wrong. I'm just saying like it just I take the good and implement it into my parenting, and
now?
then
Right.
I put my own little spin on it, put my own little whip on it, and then you know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody know your children like how you do. You dig what I'm saying? You made a little ugly motherfucker, so you know.
Yeah.
But
like
yeah.
But it's important, y'all. You know, mental health, man. Keep your eyes on these kids. Listen to the kids. You know, but we see it a lot, man, and where parents ain't as involved as they should be. And then sometimes, you know, not to fault anybody, sometimes life makes it to where the parent can't be there like that because, you know, you got single parents, you got struggling parents, you know, trying to make it. They got to be at work. Everybody got to work. You don't have the time with your kids, but every chance you get, you know what I'm saying? Y'all sit down, talk to your kids, get to know your kids, see what they like, see their interests, see their dislikes. Man, you can learn a lot. And you know, keep your kids comfortable enough to where they can get with you with shit, and you know, so that they know that they got somebody they can lean on, man, in times of need. You know, and don't be out here embarrassing these kids and shit like that, man. You know, you as a grown person, even when you were young, we don't like to be embarrassed. So what the fuck will make you think the youth will want to be embarrassed? So you know, y'all, you know, as a whole, y'all, man, as a unit, man, let's get better with raising these youth and shit like that too. So it's enough of that, but we just want to consider mental health dealing with these.
I want to say one thing before we wrap up, though. Okay, next week will be week 2 in football. We ain't even get into football and shit like that.
Let's talk about
it. Next week will be week 2, so let's let week 1 breathe. Because I really don't want to talk about week 1 any motherfucking way, and you know why if you think about it. So let's let that breathe.
I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something to you earlier when I seen your shit, your post. I said,
just don't, man. Just don't. If you got love for your dog, just don't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ain't even gotta do me like that. My man. I appreciate you, man.
We won, and I made a little commitment too. I think I was telling G this morning. I was like, you know, since the pandemic, I was like, man, sports got real boring to me, right? So I wasn't really watching. I wasn't following, and I said, you know. I made a little commitment. I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna go ahead and you know, start following sports more now. The crowds back, the arenas packed, you know, the noise in there. You know what I'm saying? So but on another note, you know, the Washington Commanders football team, nigga, nigga, we won. So
I like Heineke. Yeah, I fuck with Heineke.
Yeah. And
he's a tough boy. He rocking.
So I was kind of proud of that, and to see us finally, you know, actually win, man. It seemed like every time I turned sports on previously, I always.
This is week 1. This is week 1. You got plenty of time. You got plenty of time to get the meals in.
It's just week 1. It's just week 1, but it's always good to see your squad, you know, bring home a win. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and you know, get back in my sports thing full-fledged, man. Lay out, beat some motherfucking barbecue or something, and watch football on Sundays, and some college and shit.
Yeah, man.
Get back into the shit for real. But yeah,
get
man.
Peace of mind, you
know. But I watched a good bit of games and shit yesterday, and a bunch of highlights and shit like that. But I gotta say, man, a lot of them teams looking pretty decent though. You know, despite the losses yesterday or the wins or whatever like that, you see a lot of good talent. You see a lot of talent out there right now, bro. I think this season.
The Raiders look good.
Yeah, there's gonna be a fast-paced season, bro, and I think gonna be a lot of numbers going up, a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns, bro.
This has been week 1, bro. Motherfuckers gonna figure some shit out and get back out there, and I think it's gonna be a good season.
Yeah, for real. I think so too. I think so too. The games yesterday and the highlights, everything been kind of intense. Look like everybody kind of hungry out there right now, bro. A couple of injuries early though. To start the season and shit. Yeah, man. So I was like, yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Good.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting right
good
here. Yeah.
Lord, that mercy.
Yeah, boy.
Not looking good for some kids.
Them niggas was doing drugs and shots instead of bench pressing and stretching, boy, if they're in the off season, boy.
I ain't gonna say all that, man. I don't know about all that, but I know some niggas went down for the count.
Oh, for real, them niggas was down now. A lot of injuries now, a lot of early, Yeah, so that's gonna be that's gonna dampen a few of them squads.
Hey, shout out to Purple Pocket Podcast too, man. Dog, he be viewing us and shit, man. Shout out to Purple Pocket Podcast.
Yeah,
man.
You need to get on. We need to set up with them. We need to get with him.
Yeah.
And because they want to get on and talk some sports, and since the football season starting now, and college football looking real good too, bro. Listen. So
yeah.
So I think
shout out to the green room too.
Yeah, in the green room.
Shout out green room.
Sure. Back home. Okay. Yeah, that's what's up.
Weird.
Yeah, got to get with them because they supporting. They doing a lot of supporting for the back home and the local, and for the local folks, the entrepreneurs and shit like that. So shout out to them.
Word,
you know what I'm saying? Y'all know we respect that shit at the Triple S Show all day long. That's what we doing, man.
For sure. For sure.
But yeah, man. Fellas, y'all know, this is the Triple S Show, man, the Steel Shopping Steel Show podcast, and it's always a pleasure to get to sit down with my guys. You know what I'm saying? Kenneth Fly Holmes. You know what I'm saying? At OTS_FLY. That's Kenneth Fly Holmes at OTS_FLY. OTS Fly. And my boy, Mr. Thomas, it's a pleasure. As always, homie, y'all know how we do. At 843, Mr. Thomas, that's 843 MRTHOMAS. Y'all check us out. And me, of course, it's your boy, Big Banks. IG at Big Banks 100, BIGBANKS 100. Y'all check out the Triple S Show podcast on IG. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube, also at the Triple S Show podcast. Show us some love, like, subscribe, follow us, check out all our guests while you at it. Follow all these guys, man, all these guys and gals. They all great people, great content.
Share the episode with your friends.
Yeah, man, get us out there, help us out, friends. And we love y'all, man. This is the Triple S Show, Steel Shopping Steel Show podcast.
Do it, big shit, do it, big shit, do it, big shit, do it. Big shit.